Hi, it's Rowan here from Rebecca Cheetham Nursery and Children's Centre. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about helping your child to develop fine motor control or development at home, just with everyday things that you have around your house. Now, building those fine motor skills is really, really important in being able to hold a pen, pencil or crayon and form recognisable letters when they write. Now, 2, 3, 4, they may not be ready for that. So we need to build up those muscles beforehand. It's the skills that we need in order to button up a button on our coat, our tops, our shirts, to tie our laces, to play with small Lego. Right. So you could grab something like some Play-Doh. Hold it in your hand, and we do something like Dough Disco. Now this isn't even Play-Doh, but I'm using something to emulate that experience of squeezing, a squeeze ball, anything like that. You can set it to music. There's something called Dough Disco that you can look up on YouTube, and that will help to develop fine motor muscles in children's hands. Okay, so that's just something that you could do at home. Even just playing with Play-Doh helps to develop those muscles as well. Right, something like threading. Now this is something that we do at my school. We do some threading. So again, we've got some baskets that have holes in them, and you can just get a piece of ribbon that you might have laying around the house, and you get your child to put the ribbon in and out of the different holes in the basket. So threading is another really, really good way. I'm making it look really, really easy, but imagine your hands are really, really small and the muscles haven't been developed yet, and you're asking your child to do this. It's going to be a really, really difficult task. So imagine if they're finding this difficult, imagine how hard and difficult it would be to get them to hold a piece of hold a pen or a pencil to be able to write their name or write some recognizable letters. So that's a really, really good kind of activity that you could do at home to help develop these skills. Right, again, using things that you might have around the house. You might have some pasta or just really small items, and just transferring things from one container to another. So, you can even get some maths in there as well. So I've got some little containers here, and I've got something there. So, just using a spoon, picking up a spoon, picking some up and telling your child to just transfer the objects from one pot to another until it's filled. Okay, again, that's helping them to build these fine motor skills. Again, you might wonder what the whole point of this is, and we do lots of this kind of stuff in the nursery, but it is to develop these skills, these muscles in their hands. Really, really important. And again, that you can just use anything. You can use Lego blocks, you could beans, anything that you've got that you can help to transfer. So that's another really good thing. Another thing that we could use, now these are specialized children's tongs, but again, using them to pick things up. Oh, there, one just flew out of the tongs like that. So you can move it like that over there. You can use smaller tweezers that you might have at home, or you can use the big kitchen tongs that you would use for food. Again, to pick things up and transfer. It really, really helps to build the muscle development in the hands. Okay, another thing that you could use that you should have around the house is pegs. So you can just grab pegs, and you might have a peg basket like this, and just get your child to squeeze the peg. Again, that's building up the muscles. You might not think it's doing anything because you've got the strength in your hands and you're able to do this, but actually it's making a real big difference. So get them to put the pegs all along around the outside of the bucket like that, and that might be a really challenging task for your child. Again, another kind of threading activity. Again, be creative. Think about what you might have around the house. So I've got just some leftover string here, and I've got an old straw. So you could cut up the straw into little bits and pieces, and again, it's kind of going flying everywhere, but you kind of get the gist of it, and just threading the bit of the straw into the thread like that. Okay, again, might be easy for you, but for your little one, it might be really, really tricky. So give them some opportunities to do all of this. Now the thing is, this is fun. This is enjoyable for your child, rather than forcing them to sit down at a table, being forced to write recognizable letters. And again, it might be really, really difficult for them to do because they haven't built up the muscles in their hands. Now, I remember teaching a little girl years and years and years ago, and her hand would shake when she was doing the recognizable letters because her hand was not ready to be writing, and there was a lot of work that we needed to put in place before we got to that point. So forget about buying books which are going to get children to copy letters that they see in the book. Instead, try and find some of these really fun activities that are going to help your child build up the muscles in their hands to help them to eventually pick up a pen, pencil, crayon, and do some beautiful handwriting of recognizable letters. Thanks for listening. Hope that's helpful, and I'd love to hear what you've done at home to help build these skills.